It is Saturday, October 21st, 2023. I'm here at Woodley Park in Van Nuys, California for the annual Mopar Fall Fling, which I've shot a couple times in the past. I've also shot the Mopar Spring Fling, which, like the name implies, is in the spring. And I always have a lot of great cars out here. There's a little bit of a swap meet area and just some amazing cars that show up. Everything from old to new. Here's one that is, I believe, is the oldest car here, and everything up until like modern Mopars that do show up. So let's go have a look. 1915 Dodge Brothers. A good look at a little walk around. I think it's nice about this show is pretty much hardly any music at this one every time I film it, so I can really actually get in there.
Oh, okay, I didn't see it. Not on top.
It's always nice to see these early cars. So tomorrow I am off to the In-N-Out show at Pomona and drag race. That'll be a great video. And next week we have SEMA on, starting on Halloween. I'm going to try to film. There's a hearse show, I believe, in Whittier next weekend. I'm going to try to get out there for that one. Probably with the kid because she likes hearses. Alright, so this is Aaron's car. I've actually known Aaron for many years. This is a 77 Chrysler Town and Country wagon with a 440. So you can imagine there are probably hardly any left in this sort of condition. He's a Mopar collector as well. His father was as well. See, there's all the original build sheet and window sticker. This one was $9,753, which was a very expensive car in 1977. A 1970 440 Plymouth Cuda. Remember to check the tentative list of events, which will be in the comment section of the video shortly after post. Let you know what I got coming up. This one's for sale with no info on it. Got a lot of great events. I got Hot Rod Power Tour West coming up in December. So I mentioned the In-N-Out show. Probably a few swap meets mixed in there and things like that. Another Chrysler Woody wagon. This one's a 73 model. Got the lid flip going on there for the extra horsepower. Now coming up in November we have McCormick's auction in Palm Springs. So I'll be covering that one as well. And I'll be driving out there the morning after I go to a Devo concert. So that should be interesting. This one's got the way back seat. Got that canopy. Alright, so I just checked the schedules. We have a look at this Cuda 340. On November 4th, we have Nitro Revival at Irwindale Speedway, which they did get me press passes for, so thanks to those guys. Following week, I believe I'm going to try to hit the good guys in Pleasanton. If I don't get to go to that, I will be doing Radwood for the 80s and 90s cars, which is in San Pedro this year. That's, I believe, coming up on the 11th of November. Big Speaking of 80s and 90s cars, there's this Chrysler Maserati. Probably one of the more infamous Maseratis out there. Big thanks to everyone. We did hit 20,000 subscribers on Monday, so thanks to everyone who's subscribed. If you're not subscribed yet, be sure to do so. I will warn you, we are very close to Van Nuys Airport, so you'll probably be hearing airplanes flying overhead every once in a while. This one looks like it only has 48,000 miles on it. '73 Challenger. It has been modernized. The newer Hemi. This Charger RT 446 back. A Challenger with a 426 Hemi. Actually, usually get quite a few Hemi cars here. I saw a couple wing cars roll in. Got some slot mags. Actually, today I got to run out. Somebody on next door in my area posted a set of really nice Keystone mags for a very reasonable price.
1990, you got
so I need to go out and snag those up for a future project.
But it's still there. You go. Yeah, as long as it's in your backyard. It was in the garage. No, got that one here, but
Cuda. Someone's going to ask because I did not bring a car out to this one this time. If I get done with this quick enough, I'm planning to try to hit another show, which most likely won't happen, but just in case I'm able to, I will. I wanted to be able to run out there and film a second show. Like I said, I had 3 shows to choose from for today that I had on my calendar, and kind of made the decision a couple days ago. Since I have filmed this one before. This Coronet 65. Sometimes you have to like choose between shows, and some other weekends there's nothing to film, or you gotta kind of just figure out something for a video. It's a very nice example.
North! Away!
There's a more modern Mopar. Scat Pack Charger. And please pull me over red. A full custom PT Cruiser. I think this is the one that usually comes here. It's got the Lambo doors that pop out. We have this 69 Plymouth Sports Satellite. The lady that owns this actually brought it to Bob's Big Boy last night in Burbank. I was actually out there last night with my Matador. The last time I entered a car in the show, I was at it for a total of 5 minutes. I was filming and walking around and talking to people the entire time. And as I always mention, this show, I don't just run into people watching my videos. I run into people I've literally known for 20 plus years, since I've been coming to this show for 20 plus years, long before I ever started filming car shows. Roll into this Roadrunner. Speaking of Bob's Big Boy, there you go. If you ever come out to California and you wind up in Burbank, Friday night they do a cruise night at the Bob's Big Boy on Riverside Drive. It's been there since, I believe, 1948 or 1947. I always get some pretty interesting cars. Occasionally you'll see a celebrity there. Somebody got a picture of me with Eric Estrada there. I used to see Leno there pretty often, but haven't seen him there in a while. Very nice Charger. Usually the night before either the spring or the fall fling, a lot of the Mopar people show up at the Bob's out there. There's quite a few last night. If you do plan to take a car, be sure to get there, I'd say around 4:30. Otherwise it's very hard to get a parking spot. Something I will warn you. 66 Coronet. It's to be barn fresh. With a big block. I have not heard from my friend about the 66 Coronet. I found him. He was putting a 440 in his. Just like everybody, you know, he has a lot of projects he needs to get to. Plymouth Barracuda convertible, 273. And they got the window sticker. This one was originally $3,686. What a deal!
I did the same thing. ECS did that too. Yeah. But here's mine.
So he's even got the underdash here, and he's got the FM converter for the original AM radio. I used to have an FM converter. I used to switch between old cars until the advent of Bluetooth speakers. And I just plop a Bluetooth speaker on the passenger seat or in the back seat. Very nice Barracuda here. This one's a 67. Super B. It's got the 6-pack. Originally 4,428. because of the red and white schemes on the very much of this era of this Challenger. A Dodge D100 pickup. This is the original paint. A 340 Challenger. There's D100. There's a short bed. So I'm actually taking my Dodge van to the show tomorrow, which I did take to the 70th anniversary show 5 years ago. And that show I took a camera. This was in the early days of when I really wasn't, I was kind of filming YouTube back then. I actually took a camera and did not film it, so unfortunately. So this time I'm planning on filming it. So speaking to the owners of this Chrysler Imperial, this is the Frank Sinatra edition. Formerly owned, this car was owned by Lee Iacocca himself. It only has 7,700 original miles for sale. Remember, swap meet rules. They actually had the 6 cars on the front line at Pomona last Sunday, and actually one of those cars sold because of my video, they told me. So I was talking to them earlier when I first rolled in and said, if this car doesn't sell, it's gonna wind up at the McCormick's auction in Palm Springs possibly next month. But probably the best example of one of these left in existence, and obviously with that kind of mileage and obviously been garaged all these years, definitely not something you're going to see everywhere. This guy wants a 70 Roadrunner convertible. He doesn't have to bring his new truck to these shows. About a Plymouth Prowler. It's a little red Express missing the decals. So see, it has the stacks and the wood on the side there. I'm going to backtrack, get some of the cars that filled in. Actually, I haven't shot the whole show yet, but I've got this Barracuda. This is a 69. '49 Dodge Coronet 4-door. This one's been updated to a V8 with a supercharger. This is 49 Sleeper on the plate there, and you can see why. This is Pear's car. It's a 58 Chrysler 300D. Interestingly enough, it has factory fuel injection, which is a rare option. I believe they had problems with it originally. He found one of the original. A lot of they're all switched back to carburation. He found one of the original fuel injection units for his original factory fuel injected car, and figured out how to make it work. And we've shown this car before. It's always worth a look. Great piece of Mopar history.
They make them all ready for
And I'm sitting on the Kelsey Hayes wires. Always love the interiors on these.
So I told the dude,
This beautiful mid-century design. This guy goes to a lot of local shows, and we've seen this one before, the 68 Charger with a 426 Hemi.
Yeah, he's quite so forward.
This Plymouth GTX. We got a couple of first-gen Chargers. Starting with the 66 model. Got the rear seats flipped down. One that's very well patinaed. Actually seen this car driving on the freeway somewhere. I think I guess about 5 or 6 years ago, I did take a picture of this one rolling down the 210 freeway in Arcadia area. So I do know it gets driven. Big Dodge Polara convertible. I love the tail lights on these. Work in progress. We have this Plymouth Satellite sedan. Powered Roadrunner. got a fresh motor in it. Big Coronet. It's actually supposed to call my buddy I sold the 71 big block Coronet to. I wanted to bring it out to one of these and I forgot to call him because he doesn't really keep tabs on when these are going on. This car's very similar. This one's a 72 model. Found our first slant 6 of the video on this Duster. Leaning Tower of Power. This one's a 1970 model. It says it's a 2-owner car. So you got the vintage Chilton's guide. This one's got, looks like a 3-speed on the floor. That'd be a fantastic commuter. That setup with the slant 6 with the manual. Of course, so many of these were swapped to V8. The Roadrunner, this one's got a 383 big block. '68 Barracuda. Just gonna skip right over here because those cars are kind of close together. Valiant convertible. It's got the big Polara 2-door, 1970 model. One of those Valiant. A couple of modern Mopars. Actually few vintage cars still rolling in, so once they wind up where they're going to wind up, we'll get those later in the video. And a Charger Hellcat. Got a 62 Dodge Dart sedan. And more unusually styled Mopars. I always thought they were cool. I know they were a little controversial when they were new. In fact, I had a 62 Plymouth station wagon for a bit. It's another one that's similar, sort of unusual styled vehicle. A Challenger SE.
My phone number, you would use that way. No, I mean, look, she wants it out of the side yard.
Definitely still vehicles rolling in. '7 GTX. Their first gen Charger. This looks to be original paint. I believe that to be its original paint. It's like it's just got a few touch-ups on it. I always love the full consoles on these.
In the 80s, I got a 70. And I sell it for her. I sold for her.
It's all ready for Halloween. Doing out the Skittles. I think those were banned, weren't they?
$600 or $500.
Those were banned in California. So GTX is for sale. $59,000. So all the info on that, 72,000 original miles. Remember the swap meet rules that apply. Very nice 340 CUDA. One of the modern cars. Of course, now they've discontinued the gas-powered muscle cars from Dodge. I believe those are going to be a collector's item now. Guys, the We Buy Junk Cars card collection. I've actually gotten those on some of my cars. That you know, like I get them on my Dodge Ram pickup with the Cummins. Dart sedan. just a Hemi Roadrunner rolling through. Charger 440.
But you could also get it with 6-packs and demos, right?
Yeah, everything was even the 440.
It's all original.
Yeah, look at it.
67 Barracuda.
It's like an airplane. It's like a black one. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That Polar we saw rolling through earlier.
It's not. There is a full level.
Gosh, I've had this.
Another Dart. This one's a Dart GT.
Yes, sir. At least this encapsulates it. It's like polish.
Super B.
Finally, trip, say, this is the problem. This is what you need to do. The fires in these old cars.
The air grabber that pops out of that panel there. I always like the Roadrunner stripes on these.
Everybody that I drive a little bit, 15 minutes on the road, and goes down.
So this car was used in Phantasm 2. I was never seen that movie, so I couldn't tell you. A lot of times movie cars, they're prepared especially for the film, or there's various companies here in Los Angeles that basically build cars specifically to what the director or the producers want in the film. So I'm not sure if that's the case with this one or not. I actually, for a brief period of time, I owned the hearse that's in Ed Wood. And I sold it to a guy who spent a lot of time and money restoring the car. Have you ever seen the movie Ed Wood? And there's the movie preview scene with the 51 Cadillac hearse. I said I purchased it from a picture car company, and it was pretty bad. It was hardly running, and sold it to a guy really around the corner from where my dad's place was, and he showed it for many years. I believe he moved out of LA since. With Had Me Roadrunner. Tell you what, it's very nice to be able to film a car show that is in a park on grass versus asphalt. There's tomorrow I'll be on the asphalt out at Pomona all day. Charger SRT Hellcat. Like I said, I expect the prices to hold pretty steady on those now that they're discontinued. Let's look at this Charger Daytona. Of course, the wing cars always draw a crowd. And when they were new, they were hardly wanted because they were very hard to park with the long nose. You couldn't fit them in the garage. I heard stories of dealers basically having to heavily discount these, and they were still hanging around the lots a year or two after they were new. And of course now they are big bucks. A 69 Charger. Kind of surprised. Usually somebody brings out a Dukes of Hazzard tribute car. A couple times real ones have shown up, ones that were actually used on the TV show.
Some of the vendors brought their own cars.
Waiting for someone to leave it in the comments why there's no Impalas in this video. I've gotten comments like that before, and they weren't even joking. Where's all the Tri-5 Chevys? Not in this show. Check my other video. An amazing Desoto. That Hemi Roadrunner we saw rolling by earlier. Referring to the wheel covers, this one has the disc brake option, which you probably need if you have a Hemi in your Roadrunner. Sure helps. Maybe look at that wheel cover there. Nice Charger RT Hemi. And it says 572, so she's a bit modified. Cuda 340 with the shaker.
Mostly just like dust.
Oh, okay. So it's not a sap.
Yeah, there's probably something.
Well, yeah, well, you know, because I know this was wrong with that, so taking all that. Well, no.
Man, that thing got dusty quick.
Yeah. Sounds right. Challenge. There is a rest.
I didn't realize how dusty it was.
You can't tell a classic. Anybody from
69 Charger RT looks very original. That's definitely an original survivor car. Got a 60 Desoto 2-door hardtop. That is a rare car. This one's the Fireflight model. It's gotta love the forward look designs. The Virgil Exner era of Mopar.
Right, in baseball. I usually play basketball, thanks.
Yeah, beautiful morning.
Yeah, it is.
Very nice Plymouth Satellite. GX. And a 74 Roadrunner. She got that moonroof. So I'm going to pick up a few of the cars that rolled in late and then roll over into the swap meet area. Remember, if you see something for sale, swap meet rules apply. Check the date of the video. Today is October 21st, 2023. Swap meet area, but there's a Valiant that is for sale. A four-door Valiant for 5Gs. There's the info on that. Guessing it's got a slant 6. Plymouth Scamp. Challenger convertible. The small block variety. Barracuda. Pretty sure this is one I haven't filmed yet. I kind of remembered what the last car on each line was when I filmed it, and I guess I'll get everything over for this Plymouth two-door sedan with the Flathead 6. It was a 48 model. Original 33 Plymouth. Sedan. Got a 58 Plymouth Fury that isn't red. Actually, these were originally this color, this beige color. Of course, then a certain movie came out called Christine, and a lot of these got painted red after that. Of course, not very many Fury models were made. And those are very, I think it's like probably less than 2,000. I think it's somewhere like 1,500 and something. Real 58 Furies. So definitely a very, very rare car. And from the factory, they were all this color. Don't believe the movie.
This is bad.
You can watch the movie. It's a great movie, though. Beautiful Dodge rolling in.
And the way I look at it, they shouldn't be in California. It's not going to sell. Of course. Yeah. Can't breathe again, man. He's not even charging my cash.
Alright, so now we're in the swap meet area. I'll bring you the vehicles that are for sale here. No, I'm not going to show all the parts. The 68 Hemi Barracuda tribute car. I always get people asking on the swap meets why I don't show all the parts, because, I mean, look, just that one thing, how many parts are there? I mean, I can't usually get the person's info anyway, and the video would be 5 days long, and I wouldn't have 5 days to film it, so at least bring you the cars that are for sale. Remember the swap meet rules. Oh, thanks.
Yes.
I got the 65 Plymouth Belvedere. One owner, I don't think it has a phone number on it. Runs and drives. No price, no phone number. But like I say, there's no price, no phone number. Look online, sometimes they're for sale elsewhere.
Centerpiece on it?
So it looks pretty solid. California car, I believe. Here, I'll give you a good look at the trunk.
Oh, yeah.
It's like it had a rubber floor mat in it, I'm guessing, for many years. That's tagged in 1988. Not going to make too many comments about the license plate frame.
It's solid, right? Yeah.
It's of the era, let's just say that. Overall, very nice car to build. A bit of a project Dodge Polara. No price on it, but there's the info. It's like he painted it. It just needs to be put back together there. Windshield's out of it. I could bring you the other side. I'm not going to step over the hitch there. Get you a good idea what the other side looks like. Alright, it's not a Mopar, but it is an international. Kind of just sitting under this tree here. Not for sale, but it's definitely interesting and well worth filming for the video. Some of the details here.
What about the one?
The Plymouth Valiant, I'm hoping there's a for sale sign somewhere. This one does have a little bit of damage there. Yeah, it does. There's the other side. Oh yeah. It's like this thing had a little bit of a run-in with a pole or a tree or something. There's your information on that. It's $2,500. Some assembly required. We have a Dodge Dart Swinger. Must sell today, 74 Swinger. And it's got a lot of post-it notes that come with the car. There you go. 318 crate motor, 8,700. See if I can get to this side as well. We got a project charger for sale.
Get a little more pep, you know. I was kind of like an SRT 4 guy.
Still winding my way through
while,
the swap meet area for $23,000.
I almost did.
For info on that.
And then they stopped making them, you know. And
Big title, he has every part. Is a vinyl top car. So it looks like it's a little crunchy. Unlike my 69 Impala, they do make the roof panels for these. In fact, I have that roof panel. I still need to get it put on the 69, which I took out the other day and it was running horribly for some reason. So now I've got more work to do on that car. Actually starts right up, runs great until you start driving it. So I'm thinking maybe the gas tank needs to be, and the fuel pump might need to be done on it. Which I have the fuel pump, I just need to do it. A bit of a project. You're looking for a CUDA. A 69 Dart for sale. So this is the Western Sport Edition. No price on it. There's your info on that. That must have been like a California dealer thing. So we got a Pasadena Dodge plate frame. Yeah, we got another one for sale. We got the 73 Duster. See info on that. Got a slant 6.
Running and front registration, I like that. Yeah.
What's going on in the trunk there? He's got cardboard over the spare well. He's tagged, tags expired in March. That's going to wrap things up here at Woodley Park in Van Nuys for the 2023 Mopar Fall Fling. Tomorrow I'm off to the Fairplex in Pomona for the In and Out car show. That one is sold out, so it should be a really good one. Lots of people, lots of cars, lots of fun on that video. So be sure to wait for that one and check it out once it posts to the channel. As always, check our tentative list of events we're planning on hitting in the future. And I update it usually as soon as I find out about more stuff that's coming up, because they're starting to fill in 2024, in fact. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, and until next time, I'll be seeing you.